It's Waffle Wednesday in the Big Brother 26 house, but will they be waffling? Let's have some fun. Smash that like. Hopefully, you're wearing something comfy. Grab a beverage and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the Baby Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel for the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan. Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you. What we do over here is we take a comedic look at all things Big Brother. We roast, we recap, we have a good time. Remember that I am very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinions as me. You are welcome to sound off in the live chat with your opinions. As long as we are, pretty respectful of one another, I think we can agree to disagree.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Where did you find her? All right, I gotta get rid of this AirPod so it doesn't think it is my microphone. Hopefully my sound is coming in well. You guys, welcome. Smash that like. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you know the drill. You can always send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comment. We can talk about it. You can send a super thanks, it's called, after the video post. Thank you to those of you who have hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Much appreciated. Or if you want more content, exclusive bonus content, feel free to check out my YouTube membership here on YouTube or my Patreon, where every Monday we do a special live stream where we have fun and take a deeper dive into BB26 with the H of H with Joleen.
You know, it was really fun to see him win H of H, and sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
So happy, I was going to say Thursday. I'm already wishing for Thursday, but it's Wednesday. Tonight, on tonight's episode of Big Brother, we are going to see the power of veto, and we're going to see history being made with Otev being won in one question by Mackenzie. And the house guest in Chelsea's Cheesemay, her little show she does to the cameras in the Big Brother house, she has already said to, go easy on us. Go easy on us, would you? And it's like, I don't know how easy people are going to go on that. I mean, that is a roastable offense if I have ever heard of one. So we'll see how this happened. We'll see the renom situation. We will see it all. Okay, let me see what's going on. I think my chat isn't loading, you guys, so I'm not able to see your chat. So I'm going to have to pull it up here on my YouTube, on my phone. So apologies, technical difficulties this Wednesday morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, where are you, Joleen? Where are you? All right, I found myself. Okay, I can see the chat on my phone, but I can't see it on StreamYard. So StreamYard, get your act together. No, I don't want to. I want to search by all messages. Okay. All right, I can see you guys there. I think it finally started working on StreamYard as well. All right, we have some to get into. I don't think we have a lot to get into today because basically what's happening. Steven says his chats aren't going through on Steven just texted me. So it must be a YouTube thing. Unfortunately, which sucks because I love to see what you guys have to say. Well, still sound off and hopefully YouTube will fix this chat issue. If you didn't know, obviously Chelsea's the HOH. Chelsea originally nominated Chemo and Angela for eviction. This week, the AI Arena is no longer, unfortunately, because I really loved it. And the Power of Veto was played, like I said, on Saturday, and it was Otev and MJ, aka Mackenzie, won it in one round with one question, and everyone else lost, which is ridiculous. MJ then went on to use the Power of Veto on Angela. Angela was taken off the block again. 3 times this season, the veto has been used on Angela when she didn't win it. And the replacement nominee is Quinn. Now, since becoming the replacement nominee, Quinn has decided to go around the house and kind of beg for votes. You know, Quinn and Joseph, they were, big alleged super fans of this show. So they are going to always try to recreate things they've seen on previous seasons, previously on Big Brother. And that is essentially what Quinn was doing. He put on his purple jumpsuit from the last competition or from the, what was this? I think this was from the POV competition that Leah won. And he was going around, can you spare a vote? Please, sir, can you spare a vote? And some people were saying he was acting like a hobo. I don't even know if you can say hobo anymore without getting canceled. I don't even really know what hobo means, honestly. But I do know that back in the 90s, people dressed up as hobos for Halloween. But I understand that progress happens, and that might not be a term we can use anymore. But that's the only way I can explain it. He dressed up like a man who lived in a boxcar in the 1930s, running around with a stick and a scarf, tied up as a bag with a jar, just asking people if he could get some votes. So the house guests thought it was funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of a jerk, but I was like, okay, I'm over this. But at least he's doing something. I guess it's cute. Chemo as well kind of got in on the action, but not really, because Chemo hasn't been gaming or campaigning now that he and Quinn are on the block as much as I think he should be. But Chemo then asked Quinn if he could have some of his votes to stay. So you voted for Chuck to go. No, I voted for Chuck to stay. No, you voted for Chuck to go. So we had that going on. So Quinn's trying to do something. He does realize that this could be the end of times for him. I mean, there is incentive for some of the house guests to have to keep Quinn, I guess I should say. And because with Chelsea in the house, and Chelsea's best bet is obviously she doesn't want to break a tie, and she wants the votes to go. I mean, she has said she doesn't care if Quinn stays, but I think we're now on the path where for Chelsea's game, Quinn has to go. You cannot put someone on the block and betray them after they didn't put you on the block the week before and say, oh, I'm not going to put you on the block, and then put them on the block and then expect that they're ever going to trust you or want to play with you or vote for you at the end. That's just bad jury management. It's bad strategy. You basically have an enemy coming at you. I think the chat is starting to work. So I honestly do not know. I can Google it, Lady Diane, but not the origin of the word. It's like hobo. Okay. I have no idea what that means. But like Lady Diane is doing, if your chats aren't working, feel free to check out my Twitch. This is streaming there simultaneously, and possibly if you have a Twitch account, and then you can chat there. So I'm seeing some of you. I love boho. I mean, boho is a style in my home that I use quite frequently. So, we got a first super chat of the live. Things are working again. Pamela B, thank you so much for starting off the stream with the first super chat, saying, hi, Joleen. Your new makeup looks great. Thank you. I still have the crud. Oh, no, not the Covina, but feeling good. Much better today. Happy Wednesday. Well, we are sending you all the healing vibes because it is, being sick, just thinking about being sick, thinking about having the Covina or like a sinus infection, which I always get. No fun. Hype my husband, Chell, coming in the chat. He's trying to make up for, if you saw my makeup tutorial, I did my first little get ready with me. Let me know if you guys like it. Please go give it a like and comment. And I did it with Laura Geller. They sent me some product and I gave it a little review over there, had some fun with it the way we do. And Hype my husband, Chell, says, oh, I can't see your crow's feet anymore. So he's just trying to save himself. But thank you, Chow. Thank you. He says, I look gorgeous. All right. But definitely if you want to, if you're into that sort of thing, if that's the sort of thing that you think you might be into, go check it out. And maybe I will be doing some more. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Cammie. Oh, you guys are already representing over there. Thank you. So Quinn is campaigning. This is his campaign. If anything, Quinn has not laid down and died. If anything, Quinn's strength is a little bit of his personality, you know. The goal in this is kind of to win people back over, to stay present in the group, I think, and to somehow find a way to convince them without heavily handed, whatever I'm saying, you know, without like really putting the hammer down, but convincing people that you should stay and that you will work with them and that there are bigger threats. So Chelsea, for her game, she definitely needs to get rid of him. Now, MJ and Cam, I'm still on the fence about them and whether this would be the best for them, because you still have the trio in the house, which is Rubina, T-Core, and Chemo. And if you keep Chemo, obviously they're a very strong trio. Now, some may argue, well, MJ, Chelsea, and Cam are a strong trio. They're strong like competition-wise, but not as close as Chemo, T-Core, and Rubina. There are cracks in the foundation of the Cam, MJ, and Chelsea, and those cracks basically exist around the constant touching and and massages that Cam and Mackenzie are giving each other. And do you see T-Core looking over there? She's like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. T-Core in her Anna Dalvi. I'm Anna Dalvi. She's like, I don't like that Chelsea rubs Cam and Cam rubs Chelsea. Or no, I don't like that MJ rubs Cam and Cam rubs MJ because Chelsea likes him and it's not right. T-Core doesn't like it. We know Chelsea doesn't like it. Leah warned MJ only for MJ to go and rat Leah out to Cam and Chelsea a few days ago, and for them to be like, oh, what? I would never be offended by that. And MJ, you know, also was warned by Leah, I think Cam likes you, just be careful. And MJ took that and just ran. You know, the more I watch MJ and Leah, the more I think that it's giving America in Blue vibes from last season. Not completely, because they don't exactly line up the same, but I feel like in this situation, MJ would be the blue and Leah would be the America. Obviously, she's got this, you know, fomance. I mean, it's nothing, but she's got her simp being that's Quinn. And then America had Corey, but they were in a legitimate showmance and still are. God bless. Hopefully he doesn't pick his nose anymore. Anyways, and Leah picks her nose. So, I mean, there's lots of ways to correlate the two together and just how they could never get on the same page with each other. Steven, do you think I nailed it? Because I was thinking about it. And I know that America and Leah aren't exactly the same, but remember when America wouldn't leave her bed? Who's not leaving her bed now? Leah. Who's pissed off at the house and they're going to know about it? Leah. Who was that last season? America. And I will say I did enjoy it from America more than I enjoy it from Leah. So I don't know why that is. Maybe I know. Maybe if I keep talking and break it down, I'll know. But, and I feel like MJ in a lot of ways is blue. She is, Leah's a little more plugged in strategically. I mean, not much. But, then MJ, where, you know, America was more plugged in strategically, even though she, you know, she got in the showmance, not the greatest, strategic decisions in the house, where MJ is very blue. She's not seeing the writing on the wall. She's not seeing, you know, that she is on the bottom of the Cam Chelsea threesome. She's not seeing that, yeah, it is this continued kind of activity in front of Chelsea. If you want to work with her, it just isn't going to work. Whether you agree with it or not, or we think Chelsea's doing too much for a guy she's not technically dating, or it's still, then later in the night, she gave Cam a shirtless massage. There is nothing sexier than a shirtless massage. I'm sure there are sexier things. Okay. But if you take your shirt off, which obviously you're going to get a better massage. So I understand why Cam did that. And Chelsea's there, and T-Core was right there seeing this. And then MJ immediately was like, maybe I maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, maybe not. I get it. They're touchy-feely. They might like each other. I don't know. We'll see. Too early to tell. Kind of, they might just be touchy people. MJ, she's not worried that Matt, her, showmance, no man's outside of the house, Mr. Crazy Eyes, that he's going to be worried. But she is worried that Matt's going to be upset that she used the power veto on Angela. So Chris says they like each other. I mean, Cam is gorgeous, so if you want to touch them, touch them. Stack says Rubina and Chemo and T-Core. Yes, they were all there. And then MJ wouldn't leave. And I was like, leave. I want them to kiki about this. They were all there. Rubina doesn't love it. We know T-Core doesn't love it. MJ's been warned, but the thing, you can go on both sides. You can be like, well, why do MJ and Cam have to just do it, not touch each other, give each other massages or flirt or have pillow fights just because it affects Chelsea? Well, because in this game, it matters. As stupid as it might sound, it matters. And Chelsea, you're just pushing Chelsea further away from you. Now, Chelsea is, it's good for her for Quinn to leave because she's kind of plugged in with the trio in a way that Cam and MJ aren't. So I do worry that if they keep Chemo in this game and don't flippity flip and save Quinn, they're just gonna have to win everything or they're gonna be picked off because of numbers and the trio just being so dedicated and close to one another. Now, if they keep winning HOHs and POVs, it's not going to be an issue. But for Cam too, because again, I know we're not supposed to talk about this, okay? But Cam, you are I love that you seem not too worried about this right now, but you're going to be one of two men left in the game. There's a majority of women. The uteri are aligning softly. But I love it that he's just, let it happen. Let it happen. But him and MJ are just kind of, still all over each other, enjoying each other's presence. I mean, they're both single. I wouldn't mind a Cam MJ get together. I think Chelsea, for all of her chisme and her proverbs and the advice she gives, she's like, know your worth, then add tax. Don't be with some guy that isn't giving you, the attention you need. And then she's like calling Cam ashy and stuff. Well, all of those things, then you're basically talking to yourself. But I mean, aren't we all? I've been guilty of that before. I can give the best advice, but taking it myself, not as easy. Okay. Chuckster's Adventure says, I hope Cam wins HOH so MJ can join him upstairs. Oh my God. I think I mostly want this because I just want Matt to see it. Crazy Eyes. I just want him to see it. And it's because I'm a petty person when it comes to that. Okay. So, just want him to be at home in his tight jeans, singing one of his cringe TikTok songs and have to go and just see Cam, Mr. Take Your Girl. Like, I just want to see it. I want to see it. Welcome to the petty party. Okay. Okay. So that's happening on the feeds. Leah. Oh, dear Leah. Leah has been in her room the first day when this all went down, and she was implicated in the reason for why Quinn went up as a replacement nom, and that she was also in talks. People were talking about putting her up as a replacement nom. She was upset. Obviously, she was mad. She felt Angela turned on her. She felt Chelsea's making up lies about her. She's not happy. She has lost control in this situation. She was also dangerously close during this time with all this going on, dangerously close to menstruation. And I'm going to make the argument. The way Leah is acting is giving me day 1, day 2 of your period. There are days, hormones are insane. What we go through, the fact that we just have to act like nothing is happening. I have thought people were out to get me. day 1, day 2 of my period, the day before, 6 days before, I have been like, nobody understands me and everything's wrong. And then 2 days later, I'm just like, hi, Chell. And Chell's like, period. Yeah. So now I'm just openly about, I'm like, I just want you to know everything I say and do today cannot be held against me in a court of marriage or love because I'm menstruating. Okay. And there's different phases and it just depends. And not everyone's menstruation is the same. Not everyone has these same things. And I'm just going to say it. Now, it's not just that, but when I was watching her cry in the room to Quinn, who's just sitting there simping hard, holding a tampon, a Diva cup with a pad across his mouth so he doesn't talk. The perfect man, okay, in that situation. And she's just like, he's like, you should really get up. You should get out of bed because now it's day 2 and you're in bed and you're not doing anything. It's period paranoia. That is a real freaking thing that nobody talks about. We're all like, oh, people are like, don't say it because then you're saying you're weaker. We're not saying we're weaker. We're telling you what we go through. That's like someone having a sore throat and saying, doesn't hurt, doesn't infringe my ability to talk. Nope. It's just how it is. It's just, here's a greater understanding of women around you. And again, not every woman's experience is the same, but period paranoia is a thing. And she's losing her minion and she's in this social experiment. Don't even tell me about the bloat and the fat. This girl needs an ice cold Coca-Cola Classic. She needs a heat press. She needs some Reese's peanut butter cups. You got to put them in the freezer for just a little bit. She needs a period package. Also, you're having a mild case of anemia. You're tired. She's exhausted. She's exhausted from this game. She's exhausted socially. And she's exhausted from bleeding out. Okay? Because we are literally bleeding out. And if you can't take this conversation, you should never be allowed in a vagina, in a baby door. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold says so. Okay? So I think it's a little bit of this because it's just irrational. I also think Leah herself is a little bit in this game of a walking hypocrisy because she will say things like, I never talk about people behind their back. I don't do that. I don't do that. You know, and it's like, girl, you do. Everybody shit talks. We all shit talk. To go around this world and be like, I don't shit talk, that is crazy, especially in Big Brother. You shit talk the dude you're telling right now that you don't shit talk, being Quinn. And she is like, I know what this is. They're isolating me. I feel isolated. And it's part of a tactic. I'm not going to say what it is. I think she wanted to say bullying. Because Leah has mentioned bullying before. And she's not a bully. but she didn't mention it. Okay. But she's talking around it. Elizabeth says, I get actual period depression. I'm in bed for 2 days. Me too. And it's getting worse as I get older. It's gotten worse. And when I was on the pill, you know, to like regulate, and when they added, you know, hormones, you know, within the pill, there are hormones, depending on, you know, what kind. You could have 3, you guys know, well, maybe not everybody knows, but there are, and it can help. And then once I stopped that after being on it for so long and I was getting older, I was like, holy shit, this is horrible. Horrible. Yeah. Why does PMS always happen on a random ass Tuesday? Angie Press says, my OB said you're in bed only 2 days a month. And I was like, sir, that's 24 days. And just the emphasis on the sir, I think real men who actually can, like my husband now working in the medical field. Oh, once he learned, because they barely teach women about their own bodies in school, and menstruation, things are going to happen to you. And they definitely don't teach the little boys. And so once my husband found out, he now is like, he is ready. He's going to have ice cold Coca-Cola Classic. He is going to have a Gatorade fruit punch. He is going to get me the king size Reese's and put it in the freezer because I like them a little bit frozen. He's got heating pads ready for me. He knows I have to rest. And when I'm tired and I'm down on myself and I'm being hard on myself saying, oh, I'm so lazy, he goes, no, you're having mild anemia. You're tired. And I'm like, oh, I'm so happy that he entered the medical field. But men shouldn't have to be in the medical field to understand that it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And we're the reason for the season. And us having our period is why everybody is here. So you're welcome, even though I've never birthed anything through my baby door. But maybe I could if I wanted to. Okay. The Pumpkin Lady, thank you for the super chat. A little late to the party, but I'm here now. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much. So much. So yeah, I think you just keep talking about it. Some people get annoyed, but keep talking about it because we have to normalize conversations, because these are things that if my husband went through this, I'd want to know and I'd want to help his ass because I love him. I'd be like, what you want, baby? And he would want pizza. I know him. He would want pizza anime, and some kind of gaming system. Okay. I do know that. Okay. So back to Leah and this. So she's just, she's just like, and I feel like I can't fake that. She can't fake the funk anymore. On being an Aquarius, I understand that. She can't fake the funk anymore. Some people might think she's being a little bit of too much of, maybe a poor sport. She feels like the people in the house are telling her, you aren't on the block. You shouldn't feel this way. And Leah does not like that. She's like, just because I'm not in the situation, I can't feel it. But there are things that Leah says where I'm like, okay, hold up, wait a minute, don't go there, because that's not it. She says, and I feel like people aren't really like listening to me. They're not like participating in my conversations. Leah, you talk at people. You don't stop talking. You're one of those people. I think people have heard all of your stories now. And God bless. But it's a lot. It's a lot. And some people in the house have felt as though they can't get a word in edgewise, like Rubina. She's felt like no one listens to her and interrupts her. And Leah is a chronic interrupter. So the house guests are obviously realizing she's in her bedroom. Mackenzie's like, I had to bring her dinner the other night. Mackenzie's taking every opportunity to kind of just throw Leah under the bus. There's shit talking sessions happening about Leah while she's in her bed. Quinn's checking on her while she's crying. Even Rubina. Rubina is actually lessening the target on herself and the trio by participating, going, yeah, why doesn't she get out of the room? Because Rubina, she lost Tucker, her showmance, and she wasn't down this bad. So some people are attributing this to just Leah not getting her way. They're attributing this to Leah pouting. They're attributing this to, oh, wow, Leah and Quinn were a lot closer than we thought, so it's good that we break them up. But I think, like everything in life, there are layers to this shit. Bring this woman some Midol stat, a heating pad, tell her she's beautiful, and break a scale in front of her. That is the only way to combat the evil menstruation. Stack says Leah is feeling ignored and is not used to that when she's doing bowel service. I would agree. She's definitely not used to being ignored. Leah is a big presence in the house. She talks a lot. She has a lot of stories. So all that, and the rug kind of ripped from under her, and the physical ailment she currently has, I think like Leah isn't liking what's going on. But she did get up a little bit yesterday, but it was too much. She was like, I gotta go. This is just, I'm back to bed. Same jammies. But if anything, this to me made Leah more relatable. Honestly. And I think anytime someone in the house is feeling like this and they tell me and they're being irrational or paranoid, I want them to tell me if they have their period. And I'm going to go, oh, period paranoia. Because even Leah herself says, I don't know if this is real or if it'll pass in a couple days. It'll pass in a couple days, baby girl. It'll pass in a couple days. You'll get back on your game. Hopefully too much damage isn't done. And you can get back, whatever you lost within social capital within the game. Now, she has been saying she wants to have a conversation with Chelsea. She wants to tell Chelsea. She's going to tell Chelsea how she has playing dirty. It's dirty playing. She doesn't like being lied on. False narratives. It's like, welcome to Big Brother. And then Quinn's like, whoa. Hi, me, Quinn. I don't want to overstep my bounds here. I am just a man. I love Joanne Fabrics. Squatty potty. Anyways, do you think that's a good idea? Because then I'm on the block and Chelsea might think I told you. And Leah goes, oh no. Like so many people have like told me. There's like other people. And I'm not going to like say it like that. So I'm like not going to say it. So will she say it? Won't she say it? We don't know. Leah also unfortunately has this huge blind spot, being how close she thinks she is to MJ and how much she can share with MJ. And everything she's told MJ, like her and Angela's little plan to keep Quinn this week. Because right now you have 2 votes for sure. Voting out Quinn, and that is T-Core and Rubina, because obviously they're going to save Chemo. And then you have Leah, for sure, wants to vote out Chemo because she wants to save Quinn. And then Angela's like, I'll do anything for you, Lexi. She's like, my name's like Leah. Yeah, whatever. You're like my daughter to me, Lexi. I love you. Oh, I'm sorry. But I didn't really turn on you, but I did kind of turn on you because I'm just thinking about Chuck. And I'm just like, what's Chuck doing? Is he vacuuming? Did our house burn down? I didn't teach him how to make a sandwich before I left. Are his feet just ripping up the carpet and the sheets and the bed frame? Can that happen? And so Angela is on this. Okay, let's do it. They bring MJ in to the save Quinn, which might be good for MJ's game. But it doesn't take MJ too long before she's up in the HOH room telling Chelsea and Cam, which is putting a bigger target now on Leah and Angela for the next week than the trio again. Completely missing the trio. So poor Chuck, justice for Chuck. Justice for Chuck. Oh, yes. Hit that like if you haven't already, you guys. Is Leah actually crushing on Quinn? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think hell to the nah. I think she's just in her feelings. And also, the game is she's going to lose her number one simp. It's crazy.
You better not!
Well, he's probably going to go. Now, Quinn, maybe he can work some magic today to convince. I mean, crazier things have happened in this season of Big Brother 26, so maybe he can work his magic to stay, which would be interesting. As much as I'm annoyed with Quinn, a flip on top of a flip, a blindside on top of a blindside is very, very fun. The house guests spent a lot of the day singing, dancing, making tinfoil hats, talking about, did they talk about ass eating yesterday? Something like that. Cam had a song, and it was something like, fishing in the kitchen. He's got gray hair on his D's, he's got gray hair on his balls. He was just doing this whole song. And so we're seeing more of Cam's personality come out. Let's see, what else did these house guests do? Chemo again, not really campaigning as much as he should be. The thing with Chemo is he does have interesting conversations on the feeds. He has a whole conversation with T-Core, as they do, because they're like friend, real friends. And he talks about, being gay and when he came out and how he never was able to come out to his dad. So, I don't know, Lana. I don't know. I got to see the list. I got to see the list of words. Okay. Thank you, Tommy. We are forever connected, Angela and I. And Chemo is kind of coasting. Yeah, because I mean, could he be considered a floater? Is he floating to the power? Kind of. It just sucks. It sucks that he's not doing more to save himself, and that he didn't fight to not go on the block, and he didn't fight more for them to use the POV on him. And again, it's a lot of, I'll talk to Chelsea later, and then it never comes. Now, he is socially talking to them, but his social game may have kept him here, but it also kept him being a pawn. So not, necessarily the best place to be within the game. And I just want to, when Chelsea has him upstairs and Angela's doing everything, pulling out the tears and the paranoid, and maybe these people are working together and, throwing allies under the bus to stay in this game because she wants to stay so bad. And Chemo's just like, okay, I'll go up. I'm going to pick the Angela gameplay over that every time. But Chemo, does share these very personal stories that are interesting, because there is a part of me that enjoys watching Big Brother, because it is this, social experiment, and you get to learn about people, and everyone's story is very interesting. And it's just like, sociology, anthropology, it's a study and all of that. Just as much as we've learned from Angela, all these things about Chuck. We're learning things about Chemo. We're learning things about T-Core. The house guests were helping T-Core take her braids out. And Cam was really getting into that. He was really, really focusing. So they've been doing, activities together. They talked about Kenny a little bit. Everyone knows you're a cop, Kenny. You didn't hide it very well. Angela, she has not produced any tears. They're dry tears, Tiffany. They're dry tears. Right? A Chemo HOH, like, But what would we get? Would it just be a Chelsea HOH? Because they trust Chelsea. Now, what I would love to see is I would love to see the trio take a hit at Chelsea, because there's talks in the house. Angela has talked about this. Uh, uh, Obviously, Quinn and Leah got caught talking about this, how Chelsea plays all the sides and she's situated really well socially. And I think, this could be a time for the trio to take a hit, at Chelsea, at, the other side over there. But I think that T-Core will keep her safe. But how long can you keep a player like Chelsea safe before taking a shot? Because she's good, in regards to this cast, especially good. And but there are cracks happening in Chelsea's game, I will say. Socially, I think she is people are feeling that, she has maybe rubbed them the wrong way. Some of it is how much can she stand of some of these people, but also some of it is you do have to be careful coming off of this HOH week that you aren't the target. And Chelsea has been pretty good at painting the target on other people, but you do have some people in the house that feel slighted. You have Quinn going into the jury house, if he does this week, feeling as though you backstabbed him. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean Quinn wouldn't vote for her if she's in the final two and played the best game. But if he looks at one of his things as loyalty, which Quinn definitely shouldn't, because he wasn't loyal either. I mean, I guess to Leah he was. Then he might not vote for her. But sending people to the jury house with not the best feeling, or feeling it was personal, I think, is something you definitely want to make sure you try to fix before they go to jury, if you want their votes. And yeah, Chelsea better hope that Leah or Angela doesn't win HOH, because at this point they want to put up, we talked about this yesterday, T-Core and Chelsea. If Angela or Leah win, they want to put up T-Core or Chelsea. Next to Tucker, that's probably going to be the biggest move of the season. If you get one of those players out, because T-Core socially is in a great spot. And Chelsea socially, but mostly strategically, is dominating this game. So that would add some peak drama craziness. Okay, Rosa says, I hope Leah or Angela win HOH. Let's talk about the baby talk. Oh my God. This baby talk in the house is, I thought it would stop. I thought they'd get bored of it, but they're not. MJ, Rubina, two of the biggest offenders, also Leah. And I don't know if I saw this on Twitter, but someone made a comparison, and it was a very good comparison. They feel like they're making the baby talk, it's almost like a way to passive aggressively get across something that you don't think will be well received in your regular adult voice. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, you did burn the French fries, and I was so looking forward to them. I guess you don't know how to cook. It's just a joke. It's a joke. Oh, maybe I will put you on the block. Oh, you're gonna go home. Just kidding. You're so annoying. Is a way for them to say these things while saying, oh no, it's just baby. It's just silly. But they're saying things they really mean. And MJ, oh my God, MJ yesterday was like baby talk. And the day before, so much baby talk. Baby talk, baby talk. It's a wonder you could walk. Too much baby talk. And when they're in the kitchen, they're like, oh, I'm going to make some. Are you going to make some food? I'm going to make some foodies. You going to make foodies? Now, I talk to my cat like that. I go, Tilly, foodies. You want some foodies? I talk to my babies. Oh my God. I wish I could show you Dave Dog. He is sleeping. Me and Chell call it dick up. That's how Teddy sleeps. And that is how you know a dog is super comfortable. He's on his back, passed out with his one arm, because he's a tripod. I got to take a picture of this shit. And I got to show you guys. I feel like I need to blur out his wiener for privacy purposes. But oh my God. Okay. All right. I gotta show you guys. I gotta show you guys what my dog is currently doing because it's so damn cute. And if I have to deal with all this baby talk, well then here we go. Okay. So Dave, I'm going to try to blur out your junk. Should we blur it out? Okay. David Duguid. Oh, I don't even know if I can. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can, Dave. I can give you your privacy, sir. I can give you privacy. Okay. We also don't want to get struck for indecent. So this looks almost worse than just showing the dog wiener. Okay. But here, I'm going to send this over and we're going to pull this up so we can see Dave Dog getting comfortable in his forever home. It just makes my heart melt. And I could start crying. Luckily, I'm one day past my period, so I'm just not emotional anymore. But here's Dave currently next to me on the rug. Chilling. Just chilling. Yeah, baby talk is for babies and animal companions and sometimes spouses. Sometimes Chell and I could do that in the privacy of our own home. Okay? Michelle says, it's indecent. It's indecent. I saw that stack. That is so exciting. Miss Felicia is going to be on RHAP tonight. I am for sure going to have to watch that. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it before my live, but anywhere Miss Felicia is, I'm going to be. I got to get Miss Felicia over here. I got to get her over here. I've never reached out, but yeah, do I love her, right? The Dave pick is so good. It's so good. It's hot in the desert. He is tired. He is cheapy. And he's just relaxing. He's taxing and relaxing. So shout out to Dave Dog, who is living his best life, and he deserves it. All right. He totally deserves it. Okay. So back to the babiness of it all. House guests are really bonding. You know, Leah's giving them an opportunity to kind of bond over her behavior. But again, she can come back from this. Talking about Angela and Leah wanting to put T-Core and Chelsea on the block. That's something. Now, I would, in my dream scenario, just for my own mental well-being, I would love for the girls to get to the final 6 that I've envisioned in my head when they were up in the HOH room having their girls' night where they moved all the pink pillows in there and they were cheersing. And I just said, that's the final 6. I see it. I'm finally seeing this thing that I'm not supposed to see. I'm finally seeing the women working together. And we know they're not like, they haven't solidified anything in a traditional sense of Big Brother, but this loose relationship, this loose working together without a name, without truly solidifying it, just the conversations they've been having, I think has subconsciously and somewhat consciously kept them protecting one another. And then we could have a final 6 with an all-women's alliance. Damn it, Chris Kirkpatrick. Get out of here. He's just such a misogynist, this guy.
Cool. A misogynist. We never have those on Big Brother.
Sorry, Chris Kirkpatrick, but not really. Okay. Nota, oh my God, Nota 37. I don't want to wake him up, but Dave, you got $15 for treats. These are his favorite treats right now. He has lots of different treats, but these are really good for training treats right now. They just love them. They love them. It's not a treat I would necessarily think of buying, but once Hype Man husband Chell brought him home, you just break them off, and it's been working wonders, especially when we are doing potty training and we're doing TTing outside, and he gets all the treats. Thank you, Evelyn. Evelyn says, I love your vision for Final 6. And thank you for being a member for 39 months, Evelyn. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Right? They go crazy for it. I try to give them other things, you know, they got bones that help with their teeth. They got non-rawhide little bones. They got little peanut butter treats. I try to throw in some like organic shit, and they're like, bitch, give me the pepperoni. Give it to me now. Give it to me. Yeah. Give it to me raw. Okay. Give it to me. So, oh, TV Talks with Tom, give me a shout out. Shout out to TV Talks with Tom. He'll be going live today, I believe, on episode days he does, right? And he does like a pre-gaming. So if you're not subbed to TV Talks with Tom, go get subbed over there. It would be nice for them to have another girls' night to recommit to this. Also on like a funnier side, MJ, we talked about this yesterday, but I love when the house guests are talking about previous seasons or trying to, you know, who was that one guy again? The dentist? You mean Johnny Mac? You don't, what? Huh? And they're just getting things wrong. MJ was with her whole chest, as people on YouTube say, with my whole ass chest. She stood there with her whole 22-year-old chest and said, there's never been a woman's final two before. There have never been two women as the final two. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? And they say it so confidently. They're so wrong, but they're so confident that I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh my God. No, that is 100% wrong. But sometimes they're so confident, it makes me question myself. And I'm like,
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
what? Wait, what? Yes, Miss Felicia was on Couch Potato Queens, and they did that a few weeks ago. Steven can probably drop the link in the chat for that particular live. So it's always good to see Miss Felicia. And shout out to Couch Potato Queens. Make sure that you are subscribed to them as well. You go see all of our friends, Kenzie, Steven, Josh, everybody over there. Yeah, but I mean, I think this woman would have something to say about Mackenzie saying there wasn't a woman, two women in the finals before.
Was personally attacking each and every person in this house part of your strategy, or do you really feel that way about all of us?
I'm sure when I go home and I watch the tapes, I'll see people saying bad things about me, but at least I know that I got one or two digs in about everyone else also.
Now, speaking of the massages, when Mackenzie was having regrets about these very public massages that were occurring, she was kind of spiraling over it last night. And Cam, he was like, whatever. And he went to bed. You know, he was like, shout out to my dogs at the crib. Shout out to all my dogs in the bed. But Angela was nestled up in her bed and she could hear what's going on. So will this information be used against MJ? Would Angela do that? Yeah. Yeah, she would. Thank you, Steven. Here is the interview with Miss Felicia. You can check out on Couch Potato Queens. Go show them some love. Give them all the likes and enjoy Miss Felicia over there. But yeah, Angela will do this because this is Big Freaking Brother.
This is Big Brother.
Big Freaking Brother. I can't wait to see what Angela uses next.
Now take that and use that as an advantage against my ass. Come on. I am wise beyond, okay?
Against my ass. The only confirmation Chemo has really gotten, I mean, he's gotten a couple of confirmations. It's not like he's out there, like I said, campaigning, is that Chelsea said in the event of the tie, she will break it in his favor. And I think she will do that because that, again, is the best for her game. But I would love for us to get a tie and have to have Chelsea break it. Because anytime the HOH says, I don't want to break a tie, I'm like, make them break a tie. Make them break a tie right now. Mackenzie is pretending to Leah and Angela that she's going to vote with them, but then she says she's going to lie to them, okay, and tell them that she's going to vote with them, but so they can be on the wrong side of the vote. Okay, girl. Okay, I mean, I don't know if that's the best for you. You're definitely provoking Angela and baby Angela, Leah.
Said nothing
No.
You wanted to provoke
She's doing
me.
it to herself or
I'll
what?
provoke.
I don't know if you want to provoke both of them, especially if, you know, Leah still has her period tomorrow, which she probably will because I got mine before she got hers, depending on how long hers lasts. Yeah, you would have baby Angela now, who was named baby Angela by Chelsea, now infamously gave Leah the name baby Angela, and I love it. And now she will only be known as baby Angela and occasionally Leah in case we get confused. There's always going to be speculation about this. I feel like that is the thing this season. People are going to speculate that Angela is a plant in the house. So many things are happening that a lot of people can't explain. So they're going to like resort to that. I honestly don't think Angela is a CBS plant. Do I think production has pull and has been doing stuff every season for certain players? 100%. But I don't think she's this CBS industry plant. If anything, CBS has been guilty of casting influencers and people with large followings and people who weren't fans of the show. That's all pretty much modern Big Brother. And even if you go back to season 6, Janelle herself, I mean, Janelle considered, in my opinion, one of the greatest players, most entertaining players to ever play the game. She herself was like, I didn't watch the damn show. She didn't know, much about the show. But back then, I think there was more of a respect for the show because there wasn't so many reality shows on television, where now I feel like the house guests, they have so many other options of shows they'd rather be on than Big Brother that they don't really respect it. And Big Brother was a lot more popular back then, I feel like. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. But, if you look at someone like Cam, even Cam has a huge following on TikTok. Last year, Red had the huge following on TikTok. Most of them this season have been recruited. You're going to look at Tucker. He didn't know nothing about that. And Tucker was on the season finale of Vanderpump Rules. And he's friends with the Toms, and he's friends with Kyle Chan, who, if you watch Vanderpump Rules, he's Tom Sandoval's BFF. And annoying and problematic, in my opinion. So they're all, it's kind of the nature of the beast now, unfortunately. We wish we could get to a time where we are casting real people. But honestly, having lived in LA and having went to auditions and seen the change from actors being able to just go out and audition to now, when you're auditioning, before you even get the audition, they want to know how many followers you have on social media. Like, that was never asked when I first moved to Los Angeles and was auditioning. No one was talking about your social media followers. Now it is so commonplace. The same with comedy. You were never asked about your social media following. But then when people discovered Twitter was one of the first, Twitter and Vine were one of the first social media platforms where people would get booked to headline big clubs just based on those numbers of followers. Now, that's good and bad, because if you do have a big following, I get it. It's a business and people will follow you over to the show and buy the tickets. Okay. Or in regards to Big Brother or acting jobs, if you've already proven to have built an audience for yourself, you have proven to kind of be entertaining, and thus they can almost trust you more and invest in you. But they forgot, I think they overlooked for a long time, that people, you can buy your followers. And there were a lot of comedians, just from, speaking from being a stand-up comedian myself, who bought their Twitter followers. So all of a sudden they're headlining these 600-seat comedy clubs and they're not selling it out because they bought their followers. And some of these Vine stars or even TikTok stars, they go to like headline, do stand-up comedy, and stand-up comedy is very different from what, unless they're comedians already and who are posting their crowd work or, bits online, it's going to be very different. It's more of like a one-person show than stand-up comedy, but I digress. But it's happening everywhere. So when people are like, I mean, I get mad too. I'm with you guys. I don't want any more influencers. I really don't want any more influencers. But now it is literally seeped into every area. We're literal actors, people who are starting out. How the hell are you going to have a following? That when I first started YouTube, that was the thing too. I wanted this like, what's her face from Hunger Games? She's from a bunch of stuff. The blonde woman. She's in so many things. Well, she ran this company called Hoo Ha Ha, which is like for funny women. And they were giving out like internships for you to get like your scripts made if you had like web series you had written and I had. And if you wanted to kind of get more exposure, which you always want as a, performer or an artist. And they were like, okay, we'll help you on your YouTube. And I'm like, hell yeah. And they're like, but you need to have at least 10,000 subscribers. I'm thinking, if I had 10,000 subscribers, I wouldn't need your freaking internship. And then ultimately I got to 10,000 subscribers by myself, and then 20,000, 30,000. Now we're at 40,000. But even at that, like, unpaid internship of just hopefully you can get some resources from them. Elizabeth, what's her name? Her name is, it's not Jennifer Lawrence, it's Elizabeth something. Not Elizabeth Smart. Jolene, come on now. That is not Elizabeth Smart. Elizabeth Banks, thank you. Yes. And that, no shade to her, because that was just their policy. And I remember thinking, oh, how the hell am I ever going to get to 10,000? And I just felt that kind of is what led me over to YouTube, is I felt very disenchanted with LA and Hollywood. And, I wanted to make things, and I wanted to find my own audience. And I also had a couple other things happen. And then I started YouTube about a big brother, and we're here now. So all of that to say, I don't think them recruiting people for good entertainment, or recruiting influencers or people with, lots of followers and numbers, I don't think that's going to end anytime soon. But ultimately it got me over here to you guys. And I love this because I have so much freedom to just do whatever I want. Granted, YouTube and Google can take this away at any moment, but I kind of got to bypass so many gatekeepers. And most gatekeepers, they don't know shit. Just like the gatekeepers at Big Brother. Half the time they don't know shit. Remember when they gave us Red? They're like, you're going to love him. He wears tie-dye and overalls. And we're like, this guy sucks. He is literally, he didn't even have his period, and he was crying in a bedroom, eating a cupcake, or what they make him breakfast. So, I mean, ride with me. So there is it's great because you have these platforms where you can find your own audience, which has been just life-saving to me. Just so for my, for my creative spirit, it's been so wonderful. And to get to connect with people who like the same shit as me. And I mean, you guys are just the best. I can't say enough. I never thought I would be in the position I am now with, doing this in comedy full time. I really thought that's never going to happen for me. Who the hell is going to subscribe to me? And then you get told that, because you get told that in Los Angeles, you're too fat, you're too old, you're too this, you're too that. You don't know the right people. You're not related to anyone. And you get kind of like beat down. Well, maybe I am that. And then you're like, no, you got to ride with me. You just got to find your tribe. You got to find your people, like anything, like any profession, anything in life, Amy says, you definitely have the most fun baby updates, no doubt. That's it. I'm never going to say I am going to be the most strategic. I'm going to be the most accurate. But gosh darn it, we're going to have the most fun. We're going to be the silliest. We're going to be the messiest. And this will be laughing. We're going to have a good ass time. Right along. Daniel Tiger sucks. He's a freaking asshole. Do. Glennis Randy says, you're the best, Jolene. You guys are so nice. So glad I found you. I thought you were weird at first. Yeah. Then I clued in. Yeah. No, all offense, no offense. Yeah. No offense, all offense. I am weird. I am very weird. I'm an Aquarius. I'm very strange. I hear and speak and think in pop culture and pop culture references and song lyrics. 100%. And either you get it or you don't, just like anything. And I love Glennis that you stayed here and you get it. Because if you can look past the weirdness, you'll have some fun. Ride with me. Stay weird. Oh, Cop Chef. I hope she's doing well now. And Daniel Tiger. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. So pretty much, I mean, we'll see if we get a Waffle Wednesday today with these house guests. But Leah's got to get out of bed. The house guests slept in late today, but before I was going live, they were waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I hope Leah's period is done so she can start gaming. Angela, I wonder if Angela will use any of the things she overheard yesterday to try to tank people's games or to get the vote changed for Quinn to stay, which would be so cuckoo crazy. And then we'll see if Chemo, put it in the chat if you guys think, or the comments after the video posts, will Chemo campaign? Will he spend any time campaigning today? Will MJ and Cam will they take it to the next level after they're rubbing, or will MJ realize I gotta ice this out. I can't be icy hot in him, and he can't be icy hot in me. You know, if I was Chelsea, I would just hop in there and be like, my turn. Because Cam's a physical therapist. Be like, I need some physical therapy. Okay. In between my shoulder blades. Okay. That's what I would do. So, all right, you guys. Thank you. Nana will be back very soon. We got to get her back on the channel. She's just been enjoying her summer and doing the damn thing. But Nana is the star of this channel, so she'll be back very soon. Tonight, I'm going to go live after the episode. I probably am going to watch it probably in Mountain Time. So what time is tonight's episode, you guys? Are we looking at 5 Eastern or 6 Eastern? Because if it, or not, no, I'm sorry, not 5 Eastern or 6 Eastern, 8 Eastern or 9 Eastern, because then it's 5 or 6 Pacific for me. Savannah Marie, yes. And Savannah, I'm going to have Savannah up as a guest. I got to hit up Kempire. I got to have my friend Powell. We got to get Steven back up with Josh from Couch Potato Queens. Busy Blues got to make an appearance. Okay, 8 Eastern, so that means 5 for me. So I'll probably watch it in Mountain. That'll be 6 for me. So I'll probably go live about 7:30 Pacific. So you'll have time to watch Felicia on RHAP, or watch Couch Potato Queens, watch Busy Blue, watch all the people, and then come over and join me for a little bit of a later night live. Yes, of course, girl. I love collabing with Savannah Marie. And when we dropped the link on our H of H on this past Monday, and we had a whole panel, it was really, really fun. So yes. All right, you guys, don't forget to smash that like. If you haven't already, please check out my review of the, I already forgot what the frick I reviewed. Don't tell Laura Geller, of the Laura Geller makeup tutorial I did. If you're interested in a palette, I do have a link in the video where I do full disclosure, it's technically a paid promotion, and I do get like a 15% kickback on commission, but by no means do you have to purchase anything. I will say that I do genuinely like the makeup, and I'm wearing it again today. So the palette I got is great. The hydrating lip balm I got is also fantastic. So you can just buy those pieces separately. Or you can buy them as a whole, and they are discounted right now. And I do have a link, but again, no pressure, but go check it out because it was kind of fun. I had some fun. So I think I'm going to do more of that kind of stuff. And I really don't just take any kind of sponsorship or paid promotion. I have to actually like the shit. I've been hit up by places where I'm like, no, we talked about this. Temu hit me up, and I was like, if I am going to dance with the devil, they're going to have to pay me all the monies. And then I'll still maybe talk shit on them. Obviously Paramount Plus was like, you want to be an affiliate and get a kickback for the feeds? And I said, I left them on read because I'm like, you guys cut the feeds and you took the flashback away. I can't in good conscience tell people to go spend their money on that. Go to Pluto. Don't you get it for free over there? So that's just me. No offense, all offense, Paramount Plus. So with Laura Geller, it's actually makeup that I like, and I do like makeup, and I like home goods and all the jazz. Follow me on social media if you're not already at Joleen Lunzer on Twitter, TikTok, and the Instagram. Dave Dog also has an Instagram, and his is Dave Dog Tripod. Tripod spelled TRIPAWD. You can also find him over on my Instagram because we collab, me and Dave, we collab, and I tag him in it. So, right. They're good products. And so I was like, hell yeah, I will partner up with Laura Geller. This is good. And it's good for your skin too, as you know, your skin gets a little older and we have to use different products and stuff. But yeah, Temu, I hit them with the high numbers and they were like, we can't afford that. And I'm like, well, then you can't afford me because I know you got money, Temu. I know you got money. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Again, shout out to all my mods. Thank you to everyone, all my super chatters and members today. Pamela B, thank you for the super chat. The Pumpkin Lady, so good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. No Toe, thank you for Dave's treats. He's still sleeping. And Evelyn, thank you for being a member for 39 months. You're always awesome. And thank you for recently gifting memberships to the channel. And again, if you are a member or Patreon supporter, join me every Monday, 4 p.m. for the H of H, which is your bonus exclusive BB26 live show. I think today I'm going to try to fit in a pop culture, no offense, all offense, because I got a lot of Bravo stuff to talk about. And if we don't get it today, we will get into it tomorrow. You are all beautiful pumpkin spice babies. I adore you. And always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like